Welcome to the Frost and Sullivan Growth Podcast. Personal care packaging has traditionally been a volume-driven business, but that model is changing. Today, packaging is becoming much more than a way to protect a product. Refillable formats, recyclable materials, smart functionality, premium designs, and personalized experiences are changing how brands and packaging companies create value. The global personal care packaging market is projected to grow from $48.22 billion in 2025 to $72.82 billion by 2032. But the more interesting story isn't simply the growth in revenue, it's the shift toward greater value per package. So, what is driving this transformation, and where are the biggest opportunities emerging? Let's start with the fundamental question. Why is packaging becoming such an important part of the personal care value proposition? Because packaging is increasingly influencing much more than product protection. It is becoming a tool for brand differentiation, consumer experience, sustainability, functionality, and regulatory compliance. In emerging markets, increasing personal care consumption is creating demand for affordable and smaller formats. At the same time, mature markets are seeing stronger demand for premium aesthetics, sustainable materials, and advanced functionality. So we're seeing two different dynamics happening at the same time: volume and penetration growth in emerging markets and value creation in mature markets. What does this shift actually look like at the product level? We're moving from traditional, single-use standardized packaging toward more value-driven solutions. Refill and reuse models are becoming increasingly important. We're also seeing greater adoption of recyclable and monomaterial structures, personalized formats, and packaging that combines protection with functionality and consumer engagement. Packaging is becoming part of the overall product experience. So the package itself is becoming a differentiator. Absolutely. A refillable format can support sustainability. A smart dispensing system can improve usability. A premium finish can strengthen brand positioning. And a personalized or inclusive design can create a stronger connection with consumers. The packaging is increasingly contributing directly to the value proposition. Let's look at the forces behind this evolution. What are the biggest growth drivers? There are four major drivers. First is sustainability and circularity. Consumers and regulators are increasing pressure on brands to adopt recyclable, refillable, reusable, lightweight, and monomaterial solutions. Second is premiumization and consumer experience. Premium personal care products are creating demand for distinctive aesthetics, advanced functionality, customization, and packaging experiences that justify higher value. Third is e-commerce and D2C growth. Packaging needs to be durable enough for last-mile delivery while remaining convenient, affordable, and customizable. And finally, we're seeing continued material and packaging innovation, including new dispensing systems, smart packaging, and sustainable structures. Not every personal care category is growing at the same pace. Where are you seeing the strongest opportunities? Some of the most interesting opportunities are in categories where premiumization and consumer experience are creating higher value per package. For example, color cosmetics and perfumes are expected to grow faster than larger categories such as hair care, skin care, and oral care. Perfumes are projected to grow at 8.7% CAGR through 2032, while color cosmetics are expected to grow at 8.2%. By comparison, hair care is projected to grow at 5.7%, skin care at 5%, oral care at 5.4%. So the opportunity isn't necessarily concentrated in the largest categories. Correct. It's increasingly concentrated in applications where packaging can deliver differentiation, premium positioning, functionality, and a stronger consumer experience. Let's move from applications to geography. How are regional priorities changing? APAC and MEA are important growth regions because of rising consumption, expanding middle-class populations, urbanization, and increasing personal care penetration. Emerging markets are creating opportunities around affordability, accessibility, smaller formats, and market penetration. Meanwhile, mature markets such as Europe and the Americas are placing greater emphasis on premiumization, sustainability, and advanced functionality. So packaging companies need to take a differentiated regional approach. If you had to narrow the opportunity landscape down to three areas, what should packaging leaders be watching? The first is personalized and inclusive packaging. Changing demographics are creating demand for formats designed around different age groups, lifestyles, affordability levels, and accessibility needs. The second is sustainable materials and monomaterial innovation. Recyclable, lightweight, PCR, refillable, and monomaterial solutions are becoming increasingly important as companies respond to sustainability expectations. And the third is smart, functional, and premium packaging. Advanced dispensing systems, airless pumps, digital connectivity, premium finishes, and customization are expanding packaging's role beyond simply protecting the product. Let's finish with a practical question. What should packaging executives prioritize if they want to capture this next wave of value creation? I'd highlight 5 priorities. First, build sustainability into the portfolio rather than treating it as a standalone product initiative. Second, design around specific consumer segments, including demographics, affordability, accessibility, and lifestyle. Third, increase value per package through premium design, functionality, dispensing innovation, and digital capabilities. Fourth, develop circular business models around refill, reuse, subscription, and closed-loop partnerships. And finally, tailor regional strategies. Emerging markets may require greater emphasis on affordability and penetration, while mature markets may offer stronger opportunities in premiumization, sustainability, and advanced functionality. So the strategic question is changing. It's no longer simply how much packaging can we sell. It's where can packaging create the greatest value. Exactly. Companies that align their portfolios with consumer needs, sustainability requirements, and application-specific opportunities will be better positioned to capture that value. That's a great point to end on. Today's conversation shows that personal care packaging is moving beyond a volume-driven model toward one focused on value creation, sustainability, functionality, and consumer experience. Refillable formats, sustainable materials, personalized designs, and smart functionality are changing the role packaging plays across the personal care ecosystem. And as emerging markets drive consumption, while mature markets prioritize premiumization and sustainability, the opportunities will increasingly depend on how effectively companies adapt their strategies to different applications, consumers, and regions. Thanks for joining us on Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.